Hey there guys, how you doing? My name is Drew and welcome to this video. This is week number 10 video for PayOutPro. So if you're not a member of PayOutPro and you're watching this video, maybe on our splash page where you can create your account right, I think this way or that way. It's probably this way. No, maybe this way. Anyways, if you're on that page, guys, this is kind of an overall presentation video. If you watch this video, we do one of these videos every single week, and it's the update video. Just proves the system is straight up not a Ponzi scheme. It proves that we create all the funds externally. None of the payouts are coming or the withdrawals are coming from members' ad funds or anything like that. So here's the thing: is the outside of the website, like when you go and you hit the payoutpro.net website, you're gonna look at it and you'll be like, this thing looks like a revenue share. It looks like some Ponzi scheme, some kind of investment site or something like that. But once you watch this video, you understand that it only looks like that, but it's not actually like that. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, so the main basis of PayOutPro, guys, is that the outside of it and how it works and stuff like that, as in like all the members get a daily percentage, as it works like one of those, revenue shares or hippie sites or investment sites, even those mining sites out there where most likely they're not even mining. Most likely they're just giving you, your daily percentages coming from members adding funds to the website. But here's the thing, guys, is that I do a video every single week, and my name's Drew. I'm one of the admins for PayOutPro. I do a video every single week, guys, explaining, how we go and we create this system so that it looks from the outside to the naked eye, it looks like one of those sites, guys, that's like super easy to use. The first 3 months or 2 months or a month is like great, and then they fail. Looks like one of those sites that people love to join and promote and all that because they're easy to work with and they're easy to promote, but they fail. That's the problem. So once you see this video, you're going to see, wow, okay, so this is a site, PayOutPro is a site that is set up like these sites that people love to promote and love to join because they're easy, right? You get daily percentage, freaking easy, right? Easy, easy, easy. But here's the thing, is the back end of this thing. Once you see this video, you're going to understand, wow, there's a whole back end of this thing where they're actually going and proving that they're creating those results. Every time the member hits the withdrawal button in the system, that withdrawal is coming from external funds, not coming from the ad funds through the front of the website there. Okay, so I'm going to prove that to you in this video here. And once again, every single week we do this, guys. Okay, so the number one reason why we do this, I make these videos, is because SEC. Okay, so I'm going to go to the SEC site. I always like to do this in these videos because it really kind of, guys, it points out why a lot of these systems fail and why, not too many people out there anymore, are creating these kind of systems and stuff, is because it's so hard to get around the SEC and what they want. You basically have to be able to create, as you'll see in these accounts here, like, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a week, depending on how big your member base is, to make it work and to make it compatible with what they want. Okay, so this is the SEC website, which is, Security and Commissions, Exchange and Commissions. And what they do is they go around and they look for Ponzi schemes. They look for businesses that basically don't follow their guidelines and what they think that a business should be like. Even a brick and mortar business, guys. These guys are all over the place, closing businesses down, basically. And that's what happens to a lot of these websites that, look like PayOutPro, basically. Okay, these type of revenue share websites, the investment websites, stuff like that. These guys love to target those kind of websites, especially if they're big, like over 1 million members or so. So what we're doing from day number one is we're putting out weekly proof. Okay, that's the big thing about this thing, is we put out weekly proof that our system is not a Ponzi scheme. Okay, and we follow what these guys want. Okay, so what that does is basically, if we're following what these guys want here, the SEC guys, if we're following what they want, then there's something different about this system. Okay, so I'm going to run through in this video here, guys, all our accounts, all our Forex trading accounts. I'm going to show you, we do other stuff like marketing campaigns and such like that, but I can't actually show marketing campaigns in this video because it could really, screw. If I show someone, hey, this is our marketing campaign, this is what we're doing, they could just go and screw that up, right? You hear about that all the time, is, people messing with results and, you don't even know what your click-through rate is anymore and stuff like that. But I can show you the money coming in through marketing campaigns that we do. But our main focus here, guys, is the Forex trading. I believe Forex trading is the easiest, quickest way of course, if you know how to do it, to make money fast. Okay, like if you go out there and you run affiliate marketing campaigns, you're selling a product. Normally, it's you have to run ads and such. You have to find a product to sell. You've got to tweak. You've got to test. That kind of stuff. And it takes, from weeks to months basically just to create a good campaign kind of thing. So with Forex trading, you can see here the results like every single week, we're getting some kind of positive result. 1 week, we had one bad week here, guys, where we got a negative result, but I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And that, when our system didn't actually create a negative result because we had built up a reserve refund. So I'm going to talk about reserve refund as well in this video. And also I'm going to share with maybe the members of PayOutPro are watching this because it's a weekly update video. I'm going to share with you guys, that we have hit basically it's our first huge goal in the system. We're like this close to hitting it. We'll probably hit it mid next week kind of thing, the middle of next week. And I know a lot of members have been waiting for that. So it's pretty exciting news that we're going to share with you in the week number 10 update video for PayOutPro. Okay, so let's get to this, guys. As you can see here, externally, what we've created so far is just over $30,000 we've created, okay, from our trading accounts. We have 10 trading accounts. One of these accounts is at a loss. Guys, loss is just part of Forex trading. We basically just work on bringing this back, but you can see, 9 out of 10 accounts are in a huge positive gain, and they've created $30,000, $30,321. Okay, so that's pretty awesome results, but look at this. Okay, so I'm going to run over to the website here, our PayOutPro website, and just to show you guys this, and you're going to be pretty amazed at this here, okay? So remember that number, like just over $30,000, 30,300 and something, okay? So now if we look at the numbers on the site, okay, you'll start to understand and see how this works here. So these are the actual numbers on the website, guys. You'll see the payouts, okay, is $15,265, okay? So that's actually like half of what basically almost half of what we've generated just through the Forex trading gains. Okay, so that's super stable if you think about it that way. Okay, now look at this. This is total earnings in the system. Okay, it's 20,000. So still, we're 10,000, basically almost about 10,000, roughly about 10,000, because this is $20,326. I think we're at $30,315. So we're about $10,000 over and above the total earnings in the system. So what that does, guys, is that builds us a reservery fund. Okay, and what do I mean about reservery fund is that when things like this happen and we go and we have, like, for instance, here there's a $4,200 loss throughout this account, then if we're building a reservery fund, okay, from these funds here that we've created, okay, reservery fund, say we have, if you were to go back and watch the week number, I believe 7 or 8 video, probably week number 7, I think, or 8, you would see that we actually used, when we had this loss here, we used our reservery funds to replenish our accounts. Okay, so even though you'll notice there's some loss here, and then this is that one account here that had the huge loss, right? We replenished the accounts. Nothing even happened to the system. Ask any member, everything was cool, and it was like nothing ever really even happened kind of thing. And then we just work our way back up here. And now, I'm going to run through all these accounts so you can see some great results through Forex trading. Okay. So that's the first part of PayOutPro, guys, that really, follows these guys' guidelines of what they want. What these guys don't want is they don't want a system revolved around like your typical rev share model, where people are funding and those funds coming in are paying out the withdrawals. That's a total 100% Ponzi scheme. That's what these guys are against. So what we've created here, guys, the basics, the logics of it is we've actually killed 2 of their things they don't like. Is the first one is we create the withdrawals, okay, the payouts, okay, we create them through Forex trading, and we have weekly results proving this, okay? The second thing, which a lot of people don't even think about this, guys, is there is no such thing. In PayOutPro, there's no such thing as a repurchase balance that's internal. Okay, that's another huge red flag that these guys put up, was that, you can't, like, how can you prove that those funds are even real? The person's in there and they're, oh, I've got $300 in my repurchase balance, but they've never actually touched those funds, right? The member hasn't touched those funds. The only person who would know if it's real or not is the admin, right? And a lot of these systems that are created as a Ponzi scheme, do you think the admin's going to tell you if it's real or not? Most likely not, okay? So that's another strong point about PayOutPro, is that it's 100% withdrawal out of the system. There's no internal purchasing. There's no, you can't use your earnings inside to buy something else inside, because there's no way of proving, hey, if this is real funds or not. You have to withdraw out of the system. So 100% withdrawal, guys, which is really, really cool. There's no, you can withdraw 60% and then the remainder 40%. You got to repurchase inside. There's nothing like that. It's everything you make, 100% of what you make, even referral commission, boom, you have to withdraw it out of the system. And that follows these guys' guidelines, okay? So those are two huge mega things, the bases that we've covered inside PayOutPro, which, we're the only system out there right now that works that way, that follows SEC's guidelines 100% of what they want in a system like that, okay? So let's get back to this, guys. Let's shoot through these accounts. So, in these weekly update videos, guys, I don't hide anything. I show everything. I show the bad. I show the good. Even this week here where we had our loss, I made a video and I put it out and all the members saw it, right? So that's another strong point about PayOutPros. We don't, guys, we're not hiding anything. If you're funding a website and you're buying knowledge plans through our website and stuff like that, we don't sell ad packs, right? We sell something called a knowledge plan, which teaches you about Forex trading, teaches you about marketing, teaches you about brand building, and the truth to making money online. The truth to making money online is not going and clicking 10 ads to, get paid for the next day. It's not what it's about, okay? So we actually teach you how to make money online when you go and you fund the website. So there's another huge thing, guys, about SEC is they want you to have a product that you're selling. So it's not a straight up, investment site type thing. Many of these sites out there that are labeled as investment sites, guys, they don't actually have a product. Okay. And that's another red flag for SEC is, even for our Forex trading guys, that'd actually be illegal for us to do, is to trade with other people's funds. So how do we get around that? Because of course these funds in these accounts, guys, is people purchasing our knowledge plans through the website, right? So how do we do that? Is we're actually selling a product, and once we've sold that product, which is knowledge, you're buying trainings and such inside the website, then we can go ahead and that money is now the system's funds, and we can go and we can fund Forex trading accounts and build that way, because we've actually sold you a product. It'd be like you going and buying shoes off Amazon. That funds now is not your funds anymore. It's the seller's funds, so they can go and pay their mortgage with it or whatever kind of thing like that. So that's basically what we're doing, but we're creating a daily percentage through this, which is really, really cool. Okay, so let's get into this now, guys. We're going to go to USD count number 7 here, and we'll just go through all these accounts. And you guys will kind of, for the people just tuning in here, you'll get an idea of what we do. So I have a little piece of paper here, and I mark off the accounts we go through, so we don't look at the same account twice. And we're going to scream on down here, and I'll show you this. Okay, so this account here, guys, is at 85.19, and you can see it was up over 110 there, and then we went into a bit of drawdown. And right now, guys, I'm making this, and we're in a little bit of a drawdown right now. So this drawdown will come out on probably Monday or Tuesday or so. Okay, so you'll notice next week's video will be higher than 85.19. Okay, so you can see these results here. Pretty damn good. This account here has profited $4,282, and it's sitting at, its balance right now is $11,472, and the equity right there, because obviously trades are open, is $8,885. So in this video, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about what is equity, what is gain, that kind of thing. So equity, okay, your gain is your funds in your account, okay? The equity is funds that are in the trades, funds that are placed in the trades, funds that are making the money for you in Forex trading, okay? So like that, okay? So let's move on here to number 9. And Okay, so number 9 is our account where we had a loss. And as I said before, guys, you know, we share everything in these videos. Nothing to hide, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, I'm not showing you this account because it doesn't look good. Okay? We have 9 accounts, and that's the reason why we have, we have 10 accounts. That's the reason why we have 10 accounts. And this is just one of those 10 accounts, guys. So we have 9 accounts working for us. And right now what we're doing is slowly building this account back up. Who knows, might take 2 weeks, might take 2 months. We're just slowly working away, building it back up. You'll see here that on the 24th of January, which was, I believe, 2 weeks ago, roughly, we're at a minus 76, and this is the day we had that big loss, basically 2 days after, right? Okay, and then now it's at a minus 62, so it's, you know, we've gained 10% here over the last 2 weeks or so. So maybe in 2 more weeks it'll be at a minus 40, and you know, so on and so on. You get it. You know, you understand, and over time that'll come back to a 0, and then it'll start to go into a positive, and then this account kicks back into a system account where we're withdrawing from it every single week, and that's where we're creating the funds for withdrawals. Okay, so number 9 we saw, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to go to number 2. Oop. Okay. This is a big daddy account. Look at this one, guys. 159.28%. There we were at 184 yesterday, or a couple days ago. Yeah, yesterday. And now we're at a 159. You know, this always happens, guys. At the end of the week, we kind of, you know, maybe close some trades out that are in a loss, because if you look at the start of the week here, I'm just going to pull up my calendar to see when the start of the week is. And you'll see, you know, that's always better results at the end of the week here. So the start of last week would have been, or sorry, when we would have turned things off, would have either been the 31st or the 1st. Okay, so we'll look for the 31st here. Okay, so there you go. So February 1st was when these accounts went off, which was the last Friday you saw on the calendar there. And you can see there is at a 74%. So this one had a huge gain, guys. We were really actually working hard on the trading this week, because we wanted, I'm going to share a little bit later on this video, our goal of what we wanted to get to. And we're almost there. So you can see here, guys, that's like huge gain, right? That's kind of a little bit crazy, okay? So that's that one, and you can see they're all real accounts, guys. You can see the withdrawals, you can see the deposits, you can see the gains, the profit, you can see the equity in the account, the balance of the accounts, all that stuff. Okay, so let's go here. Number 2, number 4. Number 4. Okay, so this one here, another nice account. 67.75, and we'll just take this one back to the 1st as well, so you can see it. So on the 1st it was at a 35.95, and then now we're sitting at a 67. Maybe when these come out, guys, of you know, when things open back up and stuff, it could be a little bit more of a gain, or it could be a little bit of a loss kind of thing, but still we're better off than we were the week before kind of stuff. And once again, you can see withdrawals and deposits coming out of this account here, okay? So next account here, 4. Let's go to 6. And actually in this video, guys, I'm going to log into my broker, and I'm going to show you, because I want to share with the members. You know, some of the members have been waiting for this update here that I'm going to share in this video. So I just want to show them something, which is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so you can see this one here, guys, another huge daddy account. This one had probably some really good growth here. If we go to the 1st, there you go, February 1st there. And then, you know, we're sitting at 40%, and now we're sitting at a 106%, which is huge. The profit in this account is 4,216. And there's the withdrawals, deposits, you know, all that good stuff, okay? So moving on. Number 6, number 8. And don't feel rushed, guys, if I'm flying through these accounts, because this is just, you know, showing these accounts is just a weekly thing that we do. Just so the proof's out there, guys. You know, because a lot of people, they're going to look at PayOutPro and they're going to be like, oh, this is a revenue share, it's a Ponzi scheme, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then, you know, if there's a video every single week, you know, right now there's 10 of these videos out there because it's 10 weeks old. You know, that's a lot of proof out there that this thing is not a Ponzi scheme, right? And it's pretty cool that way, okay? So there's February 1st. We're at 61, and now we're at 121. Okay, and up here, wow, look at that, 155 up there. So 121, which is good. Once again, real account. It's not a demo account. It's a real account there, okay? You can look at the withdrawals and the deposits and all that stuff, okay? So where were we here? Number 8, number 3. Okay, number 3. This is a 103 account. So this is another pretty big account there, okay? So 103, and there's pretty big drawdown equity in this account here. As you can see, the equity in the account's 7,600, and it's the balance in this account's 10,400. So what that means, you know, if they were just to close out the trades right now kind of thing, guys, then we'd only have $7,600 in this account. Okay, so that's why, you know, we're going into a weekend. There's no market on the weekend, of course, right? And we're just leaving things open. So on Sunday, when the market opens back up, they could start trading again and such, the trading team, right? So we, you know, for those people tuning in right now, guys, we have a trading team. I'm not the actual trader. You know, I don't do the Forex trading. I help out the trading team and stuff like that, but I'm not like the head trader calling the shots and stuff. That guy's name is Caesar. And, you know, if you join and stuff, you can get to meet him in the Facebook group and stuff, okay? So we go here. The first there was a 55. You know, so pretty big jump, guys. Pretty big results this week here, okay? So number 3. So I think we're on number 5 next. 10. Okay, so number 10. And then we just have 5, USD 5 and USD 1 here, okay? So also, let's go over one more thing in this video that I think is a really strong point about PayOutPro, guys, is you'll notice, we'll come back to this account here, but if you notice, if you go to the site and you scroll down here, and this is a strong point for the people that are out there promoting as well, guys. You can see the withdrawals there, the last withdrawals of the system. You can see here that we, you know, we can deposit in BTC, Bitcoin. We can deposit in a USD flat currency, which is through Perfect Money, okay? But here's also the thing. Say, for instance, you deposit in Bitcoin, okay? What we do is we hold all accounts in USD, okay? So you'll notice here, and this is the big reason, is because we don't want to be trading in crypto, guys. Trading in crypto, sorry if you trade in crypto, but it's like one of the most unstable things you can do. When crypto's dropping, like it does, it's you know, for those people that were trading in crypto, probably October, November, December, maybe even January, they probably didn't make any kind of profit because their crypto, you know, their currency was dropping more than they're actually gaining. So that's a huge reason, guys, why we don't go and hold accounts in PayOutPro in Bitcoin, is because if we hold them in USD and we're trading in USD, it's a much more stable platform to trade and hold in USD, okay? So what we do is you can still go and withdraw in Bitcoin, or you can fund in Bitcoin and then withdraw in USD. You know, you can even fund in USD and withdraw in Bitcoin. It's all like that because, you know, we have to go and we have to convert anyways to go and do withdrawals and such, okay? So that's another strong point about PayOutPros is, you know, if you fund in BTC, your account's not held in BTC, so you don't have to go through the ups and the downs and all that kind of stuff. But if you love Bitcoin, you can always do your withdrawals through Bitcoin, okay, which most members do fund and withdraw in Bitcoin. And a lot of people, guys, they're actually just holding their funds and making that 1% to 2% per day because it's doing better than what Bitcoin is doing right now, right? Okay, so that's the strategy that some members are using. So you can see here, guys, I didn't talk about this account yet, but this is a smaller account. You can see here that we're at 23.51, and on the first we were at 9.38, so pretty good growth there as well, okay? And once again, it's a real account. You can see the withdrawals, deposits, okay? So I think we're on, what are we on now, 5 or 1? Yeah, so number 5. And then after we show account number 1, guys, we're going to get into the news that I want to share with the members PayOutPro. Okay. So here's another Big Daddy account here, and this one's at 82.55. And if we go back to the first, right there, we're at a 34.79. So also, guys, I want to talk about this in this video here is you see this account here was started on January 4th. Okay, and you'll notice that all the other accounts we saw, I think 8 of them, 8 out of 10 or something, were started on December 9th. So what we did was we didn't always just start with 10 accounts, right? We slowly built things up. We built up many accounts and such over the past 10 weeks since we've been going here, okay? So that's another strategy we used. And you know, a part of that is we don't trade in one account and risk. You know, we in Forex trading, you want to spread the risk out. And this is a mistake that many new traders do, is they have one account and they're putting all their risk in one basket of eggs, basically. If that basket of eggs cracks and breaks, they got nothing left. But if we spread our risk over 10 different accounts, like you saw that one account, USD number 9, guys, right there was at I think it was at a minus 64% or so. You know, if we only had one account, then everything would look like that, right? So that's why we go and we spread the risk across everything here. And really, PayOutPro, guys, I know a lot of people promote with this, but it's been in the making for 2 years. We've been testing and stuff for 2 years. So we've been testing with strategies and all that. And, you know, what PayOutPro is basically the best of the best from the last 2 years of working in just, you know, should we trade in crypto? Should we trade in USD? Like all these things, guys, that came into play. And we created a system out of that, which gives our members a daily percentage, which is, you know, it's a really cool thing. Okay. So we're looking at this one here. This is account USD number 1, and this is our last account out of those 10 accounts. Okay. So we're sitting at a 19%. If we go back here to the first, we're sitting at a 1.36%. So another, you know, big gain here. And also you'll see that account there, withdrawals and deposits going into it. So you can see there, this one's December 9th it was started, right? Okay, so this is a pretty small account, right, over that growth there. But you'll notice every single account is different, right, which is really, really cool. They're not all just following the same trades and doing the same things. And, you know, if one has a loss, then they all have a loss. They're all moving in different directions. They all have different growth. They all have a different outcome that you'll notice there, okay? So pretty cool. All right, so that's it for that. What I'm going to do now, guys, is kind of the rest of this video is for the members. But if you're not a member of PayOutPro, this might, you know, encourage you to, because I'm actually going to show you guys how much funds we have. I'm going to show you actually, I don't know if the funds are in there yet from the marketing campaign. I think a little bit is in there that we ran. But every single week, guys, I run a marketing campaign that just kind of, you know, affiliate marketing campaign. Most of the stuff is like ClickBank products and stuff that I'm selling. And I use funds, our system funds, a little bit of them, maybe $300 or $200 a week to run advertising through Facebook and through YouTube and such like that. And I sell affiliate offers and such. And then I go and I create additional funds for PayOutPro. So we don't just have to rely on Forex trading. Okay. So actually this week we made about $5,100 through the marketing campaigns, which I don't think all of it's in there right now, but I can show you guys. This is our broker here, guys. Sorry, I have everything kind of blocked out except for the funds here that you can see in this column here. So right now, guys, okay, so this is the big news I want to share with the members that are sitting at the 25 level and the 50 level is when we hit 100K in our reserve refunds, which is the funds in our Forex trading accounts, right? When we hit 100K, we're moving the 25 level to 1.6% per day. And we're moving the 50 level to 2% per day, okay, which is huge, right? The system minimum earnings is 1% per day. So you're never, you know, you never earn less than 1% per day, which is really, really cool. It's 100% withdrawal out of the system, right? So that's awesome. But the two upper levels in the system, if we shoot over here, you'll notice there's 3 levels in the system, right? There's the $10 level, which is level 1, okay, up to 1% per day, which is the minimum in the system. All these plans right now are earning at 1% per day because I wanted to build a $100,000 reserve before we move on to 1.6 and 2%. Just for safety reasons, guys, you know, For us to create that, we need about 40% per month to create 2%. Okay, so here's another strategy, is that not every single member is going to be at the 50 level, right? Some people come in, they only buy one $10 plan, and all we have to create is 1% per day for them 5 days a week. That's 5% per week, 20% per month, which you saw those accounts, guys. That's pretty freaking easy to do, right? Especially through Forex trading and our marketing campaigns. As I said, we brought in $50, $100 through our marketing campaigns as well this week, okay? So this 2% here, though, but not every single member is going to hit the 50 level. Maybe one out of every 100 people might hit this 50 level, guys, like throughout the entire lifespan of PayOutPro. Because most people come in, they're going to fund $10. They'll be like, oh, this gets great results. And then they're going to put in $100. And, still they'll be on the $10 level kind of thing. They won't, compound and build for too long. Guys, I don't recommend compounding and building for too long. 30 to 60 days is always a good thing to do. You always want to make money in what you're doing, right? Like actual tangible funds that are in your pocket and not just in your account as numbers, because those, eventually someday, nothing lasts forever, right? Eventually someday, if you've just built this huge ass account and say 5 years down the road, we run into a big problem where we can't go and maintain the system as, all that's going on and stuff. Maybe we have many losses, or I don't know, guys, worst case scenario, right? Kind of situation. You just don't want a huge account that you've been building for years and years and years, right? You want to go and you want to, compound, but then get your funds out of the system, get your basically seed funds out of the system, right? As soon as possible. So 30 to 60 days is kind of what I recommend. If you're going to compound 30 to 60 days and then get your funds out of the system and then maintain your account. So say, for instance, you go and you fund $500 into the system, you would build compound, which means withdrawing and funding, maybe keeping a little bit here and there for 30 to 60 days. And then after those 30 to 60 days, say you've gotten yourself to a spot where you're earning $100 a day, right? You've only funded $500. Then that's like a week of withdrawals for you, and you've gotten your seed funds back. And then all you have to do is simply maintain your account, keep it, earning that $100 a day or whatever, wherever you're at, and you pocket the rest of the funds, but then maintain your account. Okay, so it's a very cool strategy that you can do that way. And you're not running the risk of something happening 5 years or 4 years or whatever down the road where you've got this account that's earning you $700 a day, but you haven't actually put any money into your pocket out of it, right? That's kind of crazy. And you see people doing this all the time. So this level here, guys, once we hit $100,000, which we're sitting really, really close to it, guys. If you look at this right here, we got $92,404 in our trading account, okay? I brought in $5,100 through the marketing campaigns, which puts us at just over $9,700. Okay? Or sorry, $97,000, not $9,700. $97,000, and our goal is to get to $100,000. So this means the next week, week number 10, guys, if, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good week next week, of course, like, we'll get over $100,000 over this next week here. That means that we're going to hit our goal in the system is to get 2% on the 50 level and 1.6% on the $25 level. So this following week, guys, not this week, but it depends when you're watching this video, right? Today's the 9th. Actually, we'll go to Google. I'll just show you guys today's date. You can see it's something I search all the time. Okay. So you can see here, what the heck is that? I don't live there. I live in Barrie. I don't know why it's picking up that in my computer. But anyways, I guess last week it picked up Toronto, if you watched last week's video. So you can see there it's 3 a.m. in the morning, and it's February 9th, 2019. It's a Saturday, okay? So, not this following week, but the next week, guys, we're going to hit our goal, and we're going to, we're going to go and we're going to do this 2% and 1.6% this following week here after this next week. So that's pretty exciting, guys. I've been looking forward to that for a while. It's going to put our system as one of the probably one of the best paying systems that's a fun to earn opportunity. If we're doing 2%, not too many systems that are stable, guys, are doing 2%. Like most systems that are doing over 2%, they don't even last like, a month or so, right? So we're doing, we'll be doing a 2%. Members will be earning 2% in the system, that are at this level. And it's a super stable system, as you can see by what we're creating. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to move in here, guys. I don't know because I just put funds in here, but I'm going to look in, we'll go look in the, oops, it logged me out. Anyways, you'll see in next week's update video there, guys. Sorry, I was making this video too long. You'll see in next week's update video, we're actually over, we'll be over 100K, guys, and we're going to start, with these 2% and 1.6%. Okay. So this is how it's going to work, though. Okay. It's not always every single day going to be 2%. Okay. It goes with how the system's going, right? So if we have a good trading week, right, then of course it's going to be 2%. If we have a bad trading week, then we'd have to drop it down to 1% again. But it's always, the minimum is 1%. Okay, it's never going to drop down to like 0.50% or 0.80% or whatever. Okay, but that's how it works. So, I know most people sitting at the 50 level or 2,500 level, you've been in many opportunities before, and you understand that, to make a system stable, you just can't always be like, giving even what you don't have, kind of thing like that. So this is going to fluctuate because you see it says up to. It doesn't say you get 2%. It says up to 2%, up to 1.6%, up to 1%, but that's 1% is the minimum. But it's going to fluctuate with how the system is doing. We're going to do our best, guys. As you can see, we are doing our best, but we're going to do our best to make it 2% and to make this 1.6% as much as we possibly can. But of course, guys, if we have some loss in some account, some week or whatever, or some month or something, of course, that's going to, it'll impact this and it'll fluctuate the percentage. Okay. So I just wanted to go over that in this video. And, if you're thinking about joining PayOutPro, guys, get back to the person that referred you to this page. Create your account. You can get in there. We have something called Pay to Promotes that, this is how good the system's doing. I'll just go over this, guys. This is pretty crazy. Do I have a Facebook window open? No, I hope I don't have to log in, because I don't even know my password off by heart. Okay, good. I'm in. Okay, so I'm going to go to our PayOutPro group, and I'll show you guys how to be a millionaire. All right, you gotta work hard. You gotta leverage money. That's what you gotta do if you want to be a millionaire. So, this is our group. Okay, so what we do is these pay to promotes. Okay, okay, so here's the winner of last week's pay to promote, guys. The pay to promotes come out every, I believe it's Wednesday or so. The paid to promotes come out, and what it is, as long as you've created an account inside PayOutPro, you can go and you can be a part of the paid to promotes. And basically what happens is you go and I create a post, and you would go and you would basically share the content from the post. You'd share the video, you would go and you'd, of course, make your own post type thing, right? But I've created the content for you. So you don't even have to think about what am I posting? Do I have to create content? Nothing like that. And you can go and you could get paid to promote. So we have a winner every single week, guys. We have a winner. Some weeks we have two winners, right? But this week, this guy here, he won $200, guys. So it's pretty awesome, right? That you could win. And if you watch the video here, actually, I'll go to the post because the post is still up because we just did that a day ago, I believe. Might have a hard time finding it. But anyways, we had 80. There it is right there. As you can see, we had 81 people do it. So here's the thing, guys. 1 or 2 winners out of 81 people. And it's, good money they're winning. $200, $50, $100. We had the first week we did this, guys, we had a $500 prize, and it's cash prize. So it's pretty cool. So you can get in there and do the pay to promotes. All you have to do is create your account. And, I just want to welcome you to PayOutPro. If you're thinking of creating your account, once again, go fill out over there. I think actually it's probably over here. Go fill that information out. Get inside, and there'll be a big pop-up banner there when you log into your account that'll have a link to our Facebook group, and you can get in the pay to promotes. If you have any questions, you can send in a support ticket, or you can just come to our group and ask a question, guys, through the group. There's 6 admins, I think, maybe 4 or 5 admins actually, in the group that can help you out. ton of members, guys. A ton of these members have been in here for the full 10 weeks that since we've launched the site. And even in our testing over the last 2 years, about 400 of those people that are in this group here, we're in our testing over the last 2 years of testing strategies of how we're going to build the system and stuff. So, a lot of them will be able to answer your questions as well if it's just a commonly kind of asked question about the system, right? So that's it for me. My name's Drew. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you inside PayOutPro. Once again, go and create your account. If you're on YouTube, click the link in the video description, and I'll see you inside your account. Bye-bye.